All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. This is a follow-up audio that I'm doing for a group, an accountability group. I did an audio all about how to contact the warm market, and of course, they're not just going to be talking to their warm market, they're going to be talking to their cold market as well. So this is a follow-up video on how to talk to warm market, and the process is really the same. All right, the process, the rules are the same. If you don't know the 3 rules, I'll go over them really quickly. Say less to more people, be quick to disqualify, be in a hurry. All those things, they're important when you're prospecting. They're actually a little bit more important while you're talking with your cold market. And by the way, if you don't know those rules of prospecting, make sure you listen to the first audio about talking to warm market. All right. Remember, the 2 intentions are the same as well. Your intention when you prospect should not be to sell them. It should be to determine if they qualify, meaning are they open, are they excited, are they hungry for change, and anything else that you want to determine as qualifying factors. And 2, if they do qualify, will they agree to talking with you again after they look at the information? All right. And then the steps are the same. All right. 1, you establish the break in communication. 2, the qualifying questions. I'm not going to go too deep into the breaking communication in this particular audio because I talked about it so much in the last audio. And again, I'll leave a link in the description of this video to the last audio so you can learn more about the breaking communication. But it's super important, especially with cold market leads. And then breaking communication and then qualifying question. And again, qualifying questions, really simple. You know, are you at all open to a side project if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing? Are you at all open to making any money outside of their profession? Whatever the case may be. And, man, where am I going here? All right, so we're talking about cold market here. I'm looking at notes and I'm scrolling up and down. I just can't find the spot where I'm supposed to be. But so when you're talking with cold market, there's kind of there's 2 groups of cold market. There's the cold market that, you know what, they don't know you and you're just kind of calling them out of the blue. All right, and these are people, maybe you're calling realtors and you see a realtor sign. I mean, their signs and faces are everywhere, their phone numbers are everywhere. They want you to call them, so why not call them? All right, or you pick up some business cards off a bulletin board at the grocery store, at the laundromat, that sort of thing. And then that's, you know, those are the cold market. You're calling out of the blue. Then there's another type of cold market. They don't really know who you are, but they've responded to some sort of your marketing. Maybe you got some online articles or some online ads. Maybe you did some Facebook advertising, or maybe you set up some roadside signs. All right, man, I got so many leads off of roadside signs. I mean, that shows how long I've been in the profession. It's been a while. All right, but again, the same 3 rules are the same. All right, the same intentions are there. All right, and so now when you're responding, I'll actually start with when they're responding to some marketing. All right, the rules change just a little bit. All right, the format changes just a little bit because they've asked you for information. All right, and you know, you want to say, hi, hey, listen, you responded to my ad on X, Y, and Z. You responded to my roadside sign. You left your name and number on X, Y, and Z about making extra money. Whatever the case may be, just talk to them, introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Kenny. Is this Bob? You responded to my roadside sign about making some extra money. Whatever the case may be, and basically you introduce yourself, and then you use a formula that I call the WWO. All right, the WWO stands for, the first W is what do they want, the second W is why do they want it, and the third, and then the O is, if appropriate, offered it to them. All right, and so what do they want? I always ask them, hey, you responded to some marketing that I had online. What has you looking for something new? Or why did you respond to my marketing? All right, and talk to them. You know what, man, I want to make some extra money. All right. And then this is where you find out what they want. I want to make some extra money. Find out why they want it. Well, I want to make some extra money, so man, if I could make, you know, an extra $3,000 a month, my wife, she doesn't have to work at home and she could raise the kids. And that's what we've always wanted. You found out what they want, you found out why they want it. All right. Now you can offer it to them. All right. And the offer is using their words and just kind of bouncing it back at them. Hey Bob, you responded to my ad on, you know, on making some extra money. If I could show you how to make that extra $3,000 a month so your wife could finally come home from her job and raise the kids, would you want to see how that works? How cool is that? All right. And by the way, don't forget to use a break in communication. All right. And so, before you ask that, and by the way, if I could show you how to get X so you can get Y, would you want to see how that works? If I could show you how you can make an extra $500 a month so that you can pay for your kids' karate lessons because you wanted to take karate for so many years, would you want to see how that works? That is a qualifying question. All right. And before every qualifying question, what do you ask? Or what do you establish? You establish a break in communication. And I talked about that more in the previous audio, but the break in communication is, oh wow, I gotta get going real quick. I didn't realize what time it is. Real quick, if I could show you how you can get X, how you could make that extra $5,000 a month, so you could finally take on your wife on that vacation that you've promised her 6 years ago, would you want to see how that works? You hear how powerful that is? I like, obviously it's more fun talking to people that have asked you for more information, but you cannot rely on that marketing, all right? You're going to run out of those types of leads before, you're not going to have more time or more leads than you have time to talk when it comes, unless you get really, really good at marketing. It takes a while to build up that momentum, some online presence, that sort of thing. And so, oh wow, I have to get going real quick. All right, I love that. All right, or hey Bob, can you hold on a second? You hold, count to 10, push mute. You come back. Hey Bob, you still there? Listen, I gotta get going. Listen, if I could show you how to make some extra money, that extra $3,000 a month, so that your wife could come home from the job and start raising the children. Would you want to see how that works? And again, if they say yes, cool, bring them to the next level. If they say no, they're not open, don't even bother inviting them. Or if they say, what is it? You know how to respond to that because you listened to the previous audio on warm market audio. Really, really simple. All right. Again, so this is someone that responds to some of your marketing. What do they want? Why do they want it? Now, you know those two, right? Because you've asked, and keep probing until you find something that's emotional. If someone says, well, I want to make more money. Well, why do you want to make more money? Well, doesn't everyone want to make more money? A lot of people get stuck with that because it's like, oh man, it's not really emotional. And so I just bounce back and say, well, Bob, everyone wants to make more money, or most people say they want to make more money, but everyone has their own reasons why. What's one of yours? Oh man, I want to make more money so that we can finally take the kids to Disneyland. They've been asking for years. Oh, okay, Bob, so if I could show you how to make an extra $1,000 a month so you can save up and take the kids to Disneyland, would you want to see how that works? You see how qualifying that is, right? And that way, I forgot to use the break in communication. All right, so use that break in communication. It's something that you got to practice there. And so that's how you would talk to people that have responded to some of your marketing. Again, these are the easiest types of people to call. All right, be in a hurry. Don't forget, be in a hurry. Once you establish your break in communication, then ask that qualifying question, then get off the phone. How cool is that? All right. Now, if you were just calling someone out of the blue, let's say you picked up a business card at the bulletin board, or you saw a realtor sign, the formula is basically, since these are people that I really don't know, I don't know if they're superstars. I have no idea who they are. They don't know who I am. I don't spend a lot of time building rapport with them. I just kind of introduce myself, establish a break in communication, and then I ask the qualifying question, and then I get off the phone. And those calls are so short. These are calls that I like making too, because they're quick and simple. If I need to get 10 calls done for the day, I'm like, man, I got to make 10 calls today. I only have X amount of time. I'm going to call these cold leads. All right. And trust me, these cold leads, it is a numbers game, right? But I have made these calls, and they've resulted in 5-figure paychecks, all right, from either them directly or the people that they lead me to. And so basically, I find out if I'm talking to the right person. Let's say I pick up Bob's business card. He's a mechanic. Hey Bob, this is Kenny. Listen, I have your business card here. I wanted to give you a call real quick. That's my introduction. All right. Then I establish my break in communication. Bob, well, you know what? I only have a couple of moments. Can you talk for a couple minutes? All right. If you can't talk, call him later. He'll probably be able to talk because you just said that you're in a hurry. He doesn't want to spend a lot of time with you. He doesn't know who you are. So you know what? I only have a couple minutes. Do you have some time to talk? Yeah, I got some time to talk. Excellent. Now I've already established that breaking communication. I can really slide in with my qualifying question. Bob, are you at all open to making any money outside of being a mechanic? Those are my qualifying questions from report. You heard in the previous audio. I'm gonna find where that list is again, so I could just kind of say them out loud. Are you at all open to a side project if it didn't interfere with what we're currently doing? Are you at all open to making any money outside of being a librarian? I found a way to make some extra. No, actually, that's more for warm market. Is the timing right in your life? That you'd be open to looking at a side project if you could make some extra income? Now, they're going to say yes. They're going to say no. Chances are they're probably going to say, what is it? And good thing that you established that breaking communication before they said, what is it? All right, man, I wish I could explain it to you over the phone. Listen, I can send you some information, but only if you're interested, because it's just not for everybody. If I send you some information, it'll take you about 15 minutes to have a peek. How soon could you look at it? And they'll tell you. They'll tell you if they even want to look at it. Nah, I don't even want to look. Cool. Click. Talk to the next person. All right? You don't want to waste their time. They don't want to waste your time, or you certainly don't want to waste your time. So when it talking to cold market, I've talked to you today about how to call people that respond to some of your marketing, and those are the most fun. Those are the easiest guys to call back. But I've also chatted with people that they may never answer an ad out there, but they are tremendous leaders, and they can explode your business. The only way of finding out is just giving them a cold call. All right, and so what I taught this group how to basically get the number of any professional in their area with the Google search. Very, very simple to do. You could do it by calling realtor signs. You can do it by calling business cards from a bulletin board. There's just an unlimited way of getting leads. And if you're listening to this, you're not part of the group, but maybe you have a team. And the type of training that I love to do, it's smaller groups. Maybe you're a leader with like 5 to 10, maximum 20. Maybe not on your team total, but 5 to 10 real leaders that want to take their business to the next level. I can chat with them and get them together and really move forward from there. Of course, I can coach teams of the dozens or hundreds or I guess even thousands, and certainly lay out some blanket training there. But if you want some more intimate training to get to really, it's almost personalized to the group, then you got to give me a call or give me an email, kenny@richdadinvestor.com, and say, what, I'm interested in learning more about the group training. All right, the group training, it's actually my favorite type of training. It's the most affordable for the individuals involved, and at the same time, it gets them the very best results. So, trust you got some great value out of this, all right? We talked about cold market today, how to talk to people that have responded to some of your marketing, and how to talk to people that you're just calling out of the blue. And if all you did was that, if you never, ever talked to your warm market, and you did what I'm talking about, you did it consistently every single day, even if you didn't do it well, the fact that you did it will get you closer to your goals and dreams than whether you talk to one person really, really well, or maybe, you talk to nobody, all right? You prepared all week and finally talked to one person, where the person that, they didn't prepare, but they did talk to 10 people a day. Who do you think is going to get more business? The guy that's talked to 10 people a day, or the guy that's finally getting ready to talk to one person the whole week? Obviously, we know it's a guy that's talking to 10 people a day, and that's what I want to talk about. Trust you got some great value out of this, and create an awesome day. Bye-bye.